will go over here and make sure that's you on now.
So, it's on now.
Yeah, so I'll go over here and make sure that we're at the start of the questions.
Okay.
Ah.
I don't see my phone here anyway.
No, we'll be okay. We'll manage this way. There we go. We've got Wendy Stone is watching, so that's good. That's the top of the questions. Oh, there's on the floor. That's why.
What? Why didn't you look on the floor before?
I can't believe you didn't think to look at the floor.
You know what we should have done? We should have followed this.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Okay.
We're up and we're running, sort of. I think. But we're not sure.
Well, we haven't got Arthur back yet, do we?
No. We have not.
He's a nice guy. He's coming to Beth with a bell.
Yes?
Yes.
Well, that's good.
I thought so.
Well, let me see. Ah, yes, here's some here as well. Let's see if we can get this. So we've had a bit of exercise for, what day is it? Thursday evening.
Right.
Yes.
But we have very good news.
Yes.
The golf cart's working.
We love Bud.
We love Bud is right.
What did he do?
He fixed it. How the hell do I know?
Well, we just need to know the technical details for when we do it again.
I got some of the details over here on the floor.
Oh.
I don't know if I can
We're fighting on the floor at the moment.
Yeah, a couple of the things.
Would you like a hand picking them up?
No, I got them.
It's going to be a tad fuzzy, okay? So that's
This is
we're
what
going.
chewed wires look like.
Oh.
Mouses chewed them.
Oh, we love the mice, not. Look, we've had mice in the golf cart.
Among other things.
Oh, yeah.
Among other things. But it is holding a charge now.
Good.
Things like that.
And you'll be up and at it.
Be up and at it.
It's even better. So, we let Wanda in, just in case. Hold on. Come on, Wanda! Carl!
Come on, Wanda.
Yeah, good girl.
Come on, Wanda. And girl. Wanda. Want to come up here? Come on.
So,
it's mail call time.
about
Oh.
15 minutes before mail call, we had a call from animal control. Yes.
Oh, you.
Yes. And to say that there was 4 dogs loose. And which is interesting because if there were 4 dogs loose, we had only 3 missing. And so everybody piled out. Who's the really lovely lady that's out driving looking for the dogs?
Janine.
No, in a black car.
Oh, I don't know. Beth?
Beth.
Beth?
Is that the training lady?
Training lady, yeah.
So Beth is out looking for the dogs. I hope she's coming back.
I don't know. She probably is.
And
Beth is 67 years old and has a mother who's 92.
oh, that.
So she talks to Janine, who's 60, and has me at 87.
So that's a good innings. That should fill
right,
you with
they do
hope.
it fine.
And so we were a bit worried that we were looking for 4 Danes, but it turns out we're looking for 3 Danes who we have and they're safe. And the 4th Dane is actually Arthur, who Janine has found.
He's being nice, though.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with Arthur, but somebody's obviously misidentified him as a Dane.
I know. Well, he is big.
Yes, he is.
I'm not sure he has the best conformation in the world.
No, he's got knobbly knees.
The back end is really kind of crazy, but he is a nice donkey.
Very
and
nice.
He knows
donkey.
the bell now.
Yes. Is that what made him run? Is that what made him run away? Oh, here's Nick coming. Next.
Nick,
Here we go.
he's got one of my Negroes.
How are you?
Did you get Arthur?
Yeah, we got Arthur. So,
He's okay?
yeah, he's having a great time.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Did the lead robe work well?
Yeah. It wasn't this one. I used a different one. I gave it to Janine. So.
Okay.
I still got a bunch of lead robes.
Yeah, they're super lead ropes.
I thought I gave them to you.
Oh, have you still got them? Is there more?
Yeah.
Even better. Yes.
Carl's still out there, yeah?
Yes.
Is that all right?
Well, I think he's waiting for Janine. He won't come in.
All right.
Sorry.
No problem.
It's been great. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
So we're all. It looks like we're now all present and correct.
Present, yes.
Yes,
Oh,
we're all here anyway. So that's a good start, I
that's a
think.
good start.
Yeah. So this is good. Now, did you go out to the job today?
I did. I went out to the job today. It was very interesting because a nurse ran up to me and said, "Carlene!" I didn't recognize her, but she is a nurse down at the rehab I was at.
Hawthorne Hill.
Right. And this is her real job in April.
Oh.
She part-time down here. So, anyway, that was pretty funny.
Well, what was even worse was I came out of my house and I was going to leave to go to Meredith, and all I saw was your scooter, and there was no you, and it was like kind of abandoned at the top of the driveway, and I thought, this is a bit of a problem. I thought, I've got the scooter, and I thought maybe you'd walked up to Michelle's house and used the, and then I thought, Michelle's not in. I thought, this is a problem. So I came down here and I'm going, Carlene! And there was nobody in the house and the car was gone, and I thought, oh gosh. So I phoned Janine and she didn't answer. I phoned you and you didn't answer. So I phoned Judy and she said, I said, do you happen to know where Carlene is? She said, she's here. And she said you'd run out of motion lotion.
Yes.
And had abandoned your chariot.
Janine had told me to get up and have the dogs and everything in that area with a camera.
Yeah.
So that's why it was up there. And then she just came along with the car and picked me up.
Good to know.
But
Well, you abandoned it.
All the fences are down.
Yes.
The gates are open. As you know, the back. They're working on the back barn, and that's all open. So
Yeah.
I shouldn't have had those dogs out loose.
Yeah. So anyway,
They worked well at the job. They did fine.
how many people did you see?
It was not packed. Who's that?
That's Beth?
Is that Beth?
She's come back.
Oh. Beth's claim to fame is she had the #1 agility Dane in the country, and it was deaf. Did you hear me?
I did.
Are you paying attention?
It's a lady called Bev.
No,
Where's
Beth.
Beth?
Beth.
Okay, that's fine. That's okay, because somebody said, was it Bev? And I was like, oh!
No, I don't think so. It's Beth.
We
Beth
can-
Guttridge. #1 agility Dane that was deaf.
That's right. Was it white?
White Dane.
Yes.
Yeah.
It wasn't one of yours, though.
No, it was not.
Here she comes.
Here she comes.
Now we'll be in trouble.
And the other thing she had before she gets here is the #1 flying dog off of
Like a
into
dog?
the water, you know that deal.
From a pontoon?
Yeah.
Ooh, this will be interesting.
Now she has one.
Hello!
Now she only has one for her mother. And it is a harlequin.
We're on mail chat. Would you like to come in?
Sure, why not? Why not? I already got a rolling chair.
Yes, it might not be rolling though.
Yank it around.
Yes.
Roll it around. Where's the camera?
Right there, so you'll see on the screen when you're in beside.
There you are, you're on. Okay. Howdy. The dogs are back.
They are.
Let's see. And Arthur?
Arthur's back. I found him on the lake. Well, you told me where to go.
Yeah.
And I drove, and then I saw him. He's out in that big field out there. And I happen to have I have a dog leash. Always have a dog leash in my car.
Well, I'll tell you, Animal Control actually called, and they said there's 4 Great Danes running on the road, and I was like, oh. And then we were sort of counting the dogs, and I thought there's only 3, and the 4th one must have been Arthur.
Arthur, had to be.
Yeah.
I have a cookie here. Penny.
Stop it. She's a pest.
Yeah. What does she do?
Beth is a trainer.
Yes.
That's a good thing.
She's going to make the dog behave somehow.
You have a little of that. So you get all the scratch.
Once you train dogs, once you're a trainer, you're a trainer.
Once you're a
For life.
teacher, you're a teacher. I look at it as I'm
I
teaching.
Teaching?
Teaching. And the 4-leggeds are easier than the 2-leggeds. I did
Definitely.
that for 37 years.
How many?
37.
Really?
I did.
Which do you prefer?
Furry ones.
What did you teach?
I taught physical education.
I said, which do you prefer, the 2-legged or the 4-legged?
I said the furry
And
ones.
she said the furry ones. That could mean anything. We're fine.
Yeah, we'll stay out of that one. Penny, I would.
Yeah, but
like
she
you to
knows
say-
how to go.
Yeah, I can't do
Make
that.
Good
Yeah,
noise.
I'll hurt your ears.
Yeah, she can do it.
Yeah,
Did you hear that?
I did.
See?
My horse used to whinny back to me.
Did it?
Oh yeah. 'Cause
My
we-
ears are still ringing, sorry.
Like, that's how you get
She
this
is a pest.
sit. Well, she has no patience. Sit. Now you're gonna have to wait. Wait. Ah. Nope. Try again. Wait.
This is a dog trainer.
Yes.
Oh, I'm getting something different. Well, that's good. We'll reward that.
Yes. Quite an achievement. Oh.
Wanda says, just spill something. Spill something.
I don't know if you can train her.
No, Wanda's fine. When you're being very patient, that's good. When you do that,
I should try and turn this right.
you get up.
Oh my golly gosh.
Jenny. Anyway, so this is what happens when I go to golf in Ipswich.
Yes, it is. Sorry.
No. I always come and see her. Last time I was here,
I can't believe you bothered going to golf. You should just come straight here.
I need to hit something.
Oh, right. Well, I can appreciate that.
I hit things, and then I follow them, and I hit them again.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's golf.
What do we got for questions?
I've been going through them. People are just saying hello to each other and hello to you,
Oh, hello.
which is good. And
I think that Penny would be a good agility dog. Not him.
No. You'd have to. We need a shoehorn to get you through the tunnel.
What?
yeah,
A shoehorn to get him through the tunnel, and some Vaseline.
to get them out the other end.
Yeah. Penny's. Yeah, she's small. She's agile.
Very agile. Yeah. And
She's the tall, thin American dame.
What is she, about 100?
I don't know. I don't know, but the scale's over there if you want to put her on the scale.
I mean, I can't lift her.
And the pair of us wouldn't fit on the scale.
No. Oh, my luck, if I did lift her, I'd fall off.
I think she knows is getting to know the handle.
The
The
handle.
handle on that.
Oh, the door.
If the black dog out there has taught her.
Oh, how to open the door.
Yeah.
I taught that black lab I had, Heidi, how to open doors, but I hung a rope on a handle like that. We did that when I was teaching. I'd go into a psychology class and teach how behaviors happen and how dogs learn, how people learn, and so it was shaping behaviors. And anyway, that we had all the schools have those doors. Those are emergency handles.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So you hang a rope on it, get the dog to pull it, and it opens.
Yeah.
Don't do that with your refrigerator.
I made that mistake once in my life. I will not do that again.
Mm-hmm.
No getting a beer for me. No.
No, cooler. My dog could get a beer out of the cooler though.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I could say if I didn't have the cooler overloaded and it was a Playmate cooler, she had to go up, hit the button, and then the door would open, and then she'd grab a can and bring it back to me. But I could also say, get the cooler, and if it wasn't too full, the handle on the top did the small mouth. Yeah, pick it up and she could carry it back to me. Not
You
too
were the
bad.
one that sat there with me one day early in the game
Right.
and showed me what clicker training was.
Mm-hmm.
When she finally got the blue bucket down by the barn.
Yeah, it was something about, we put an object out there, and it was 50 yards away. I said, I can have that dog bringing me that, it was maybe a glove or something out there.
Yeah, with the blue bucket. I remember them.
Yeah, she could bring that back. It was, as a handle, she'd bring it.
Yeah.
But I used just all, it was click and treat, you got rewarded for going.
Yeah.
It's like the hot or colder game.
Yes, it is.
And then it's about timing though, we've talked about that. You have to time, but with clicker training, if you can't screw it up, because you just start over again, but there's times when you can screw up a sensitive dog by some things, and then they end up other issues.
Well, it didn't take you long to have her actually.
No, she did it in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was spectacular.
Which dog was it? Can you remember?
Her dog.
It was
Your dog.
my black lab named
Right.
Heidi that I trained in agility. She could beat border collies in agility. She jumped off the docks on ESPN, set the first world record on the Great Outdoor Games. We'll set 2 in one day, and then we competed for 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
But at 7.5 years old, she did 22 feet 4 inches.
Yeah. And so she must have been a working breed.
Field lab, but she was little. She
Yes.
was 52 pounds, 20 and a half inches at her shoulder.
Yeah.
And because she didn't have to jump in the big in agility, but she also did fly ball too. She was a fly ball master. She had agility dog championship, and big air.
Yeah.
So she was like a triple crown, and then they put us in the Duck Dogs Hall of Fame.
There you go.
And I ended up having to go out there 20 years later and
Nico.
give a speech. Now Nico was my big boy.
Yes.
Was he a lab as well?
No, he was a white Great
Great
Dane.
Dane,
They were going to
deaf
put him
one.
down because he was deaf.
Yes.
And I ended up getting him at 7 weeks old. Blue eyes. We had the same color eyes.
Nice.
And I used clicker training with him, but he couldn't hear. But it was thumbs up. So when he did what I liked, well, first I associated, give him a thumbs up treat. And when he was doing what I liked, I'd give him a thumbs up and you get a treat. So he would do it again. Then you start adding in a cue, what I want it to be. So that's where we worked. We had a little bark, we had a big bark, I had ball. I knew he understood cookie because when I made a C, he looked at the cookie bit on the counter. But he would go to schools with me and we worked with the kids, the preschool. They would climb all over him and, the true gentle giant.
Yeah.
And he lived to be almost 10, even after having a wobblers and an operation at 4.5, came back from it.
That's amazing because that very often.
It does.
Well, so that was effective, obviously. Your
Oh, it
operation.
was. Yes, it was. We found a guy that had been down in Angel Memorial, but he was up in, he liked Maine. Oh, I know, you're not chewing my shorts. But you have a good nose, and you know I'm distracted. That's what they do.
Yep.
You're distracted, I'm
That's
going to get
her.
you. I will take one of these out of here. Anyway, so he got, couldn't walk at all. It was more of his hind end.
Yes.
They did some tests. No, you're going to come over here. No. Here. I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna
Penny,
wait.
down.
No.
Hey.
I'm gonna wait her out.
Penny, hey, down.
I'm gonna wait her out because she'll get
Down. Down. Thank you.
elbows down counts.
Stay.
Nope. Good. But
Okay. Now what do we do?
little bark, big bark, find the ball, get me a beer out of the cooler. Now you don't know those. I haven't.
She says, we've got no beer in the cooler.
No beer
that
in the
much she
cooler.
knows.
Penny, come over here. I'm gonna just wait her out. I'm not giving her cues yet because she ignores down. How many times did you have to say down?
How many times usually about twice. Penny, down.
Well, she was halfway there. Good.
Oh, did you tell about Larky's smelling ability? Did you discuss that?
Oh, you and I, yes, 25 people
Yeah.
diagnosed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And helped.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Well, the problem was is when it's a child in a daycare center. Now do I write to the parents and say my dog thinks your kid has a problem?
That's that's
You know, it gets to be sticky. So I've let the directors of the daycare
yeah.
center.
I would best stay out of that.
Yeah, stay out of that one.
You could cause a lot of offence.
But the directors have come back to me and said your dog was right.
Good.
Yeah.
So you don't want to get involved in.
No.
No.
You don't want to get involved in people. You know, the only dog bite I have ever had was when the kid bit my dog. Did you hear that story?
Yeah, didn't you bite the?
He bit his ear.
Yes.
Blood all over the place. It was a Christmas party down in Medford. Never forget it.
Did the child have a rabies certificate?
No.
You should have asked
I
for
think
it.
I broke his nose and I came down across it, so it let go.
Yeah.
He had a hole in the dog's ear.
What age was the child?
He said it was right. Want to see me bite the dog?
No.
And he bit the dog.
But what age was the child?
About 12.
Oh!
Yes.
There was a problem there.
And no parents with him.
Right.
Good. Very good.
If there had been, they probably would have sued me.
Could have been a fisticuffs.
Yes. Yes. Okay, so now what do we do? What do you got?
What else is going on? It's a beautiful day out today. Janine's working on the fences,
Yes.
cutting and pulling and dragging things. And Arthur,
She was just standing out there, and I tell you, if she gets any thinner, we won't see her at all.
I played with Arthur in the bell today.
Oh, yeah.
Janine made a video. She said she'd put it on somewhere. I don't know.
She'll
I
post
said-
it on Facebook, I
I said,
think.
that's fine. I don't mind. But it's all about, that's kind of, you're given the stimulus and then a reward, so now you're associating. You gotta start.
Have love.
Bingo.
I want to be able to call in from a distance, you know.
No, we're not going down that road.
I can't do that, boy. It can't be a random noise, no.
Yeah.
No, I'm kind of worried. That's not my favorite bell. I have a good school bell, an old one.
The big old clanger.
Yeah,
Pick it up.
I'm afraid to change the noise too much.
Nothing.
Yes.
You know, once you start,
Yes.
you don't usually see me drink this stuff.
Ooh.
Very good, Penny. Very good.
Because the other exciting thing that we did, we had to come home by way of the Indian restaurant, which is right behind the gas station.
Is this the one in...
Yeah.
Yes! I've been there.
Have you?
They do very good pakora.
They do have it. He's a good cook.
Ah. And they do it all just in the back.
I know.
It's amazing.
Well, no, he goes one down. I've seen him go down cellar.
Well, I'll tell you the funny thing is, they've got all their opening hours here, and they're very random, because sometimes they just feel it's not busy, so they don't bother. Because we've gone up and we were like, they're open, and then, no, they're not. But they're lovely people.
You're very nice.
Yeah.
Hit or miss.
No, it's good. Oh, is it hit or miss?
For hours opening.
Oh, for hours opening, but
Right.
the food's
No,
good.
I'm really not an Indian food person.
No, it's tasty.
I don't.
Where are you going when you leave here?
Home to Ringe, New Hampshire.
How do you go there?
I will go up that, 133. I'm going to put it in my GPS, but it will take me through the Woods Road. And I come out up on Mass Ave and Andover.
I know you're. If you go up 97,
Okay.
you'll end up in the same place, but you'll come to the Indian restaurant.
Yeah, but I don't like
You
it.
don't like Indian restaurant? Oh, the hell with it.
I don't like
That was a
it.
nice thought, though.
Yeah, but I don't like it.
Hey, dog!
Oh, good grief.
Yeah, so I've got my mother at home. She can fortunately feed herself. And the dog, I didn't leave her any food. My mom will feed the dog if I set it up in the pan. And,
Yes.
And see, all she's got to do is put some water and put it in the dish and let her out. We've got a fenced-in yard that she doesn't get out of. She could if she
How
wanted
old
to.
is mom?
Mom is 95.
95.
See, you're on a winner.
I got a way to go.
Yeah. And she reads on her Kindle.
You what?
Reads on her Kindle at the biggest font The size of the letters is font. You know, on a computer.
There's nothing wrong with that, you know.
It works. No,
Look.
with her one eye.
Look at the
that's
size of
fine.
mine.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's my text size.
How did you? I should learn how to do that.
It-
I don't even know how you do.
I had to put for text, you can go for small, medium, or large, or you can see it from space. And I'm on, you can see it from space.
My phone is in my car, so
Yeah, it's
I'm
very
finding
it's
it.
very handy
Yeah.
for somebody who can't keep glasses clean.
Now I'll tell you what my mother does with her Apple phone,
Mm-hmm.
iPhone. Because around the neck button thing doesn't work where we live.
Oh no!
I bought stuff and tried it, and we're in a valley, and
So it goes over the top but not down the bottom.
right, doesn't work. But so I'm thinking about it. Well, I thought
It's this thing.
doesn't.
Life alert.
Yeah, well, it was some. I did this probably 8 years ago, and
Oh, because this is limited in space. It doesn't work at the house now.
Yeah.
right.
So it
So
doesn't work in the barn. But the thing I have in my car will tell them where I am.
they have a tag on you.
Did you guys just talk about the dogs being loose? Can
No.
I tell you?
Well, maybe a little. Well, I said I was back, and they're all.
All right, so literally I'm out fixing fence, and the dogs are all, I get the notice that everybody's running around yelling for dogs. That's usually the dogs are missing. So I drive up to Partridgeberry, driving around like, oh Jesus, the dogs are loose. I'm like passing people walking dogs, like freaking out, and worried about the people that are flying down Linebrook Road. And you know who passes me? Arthur.
So Arthur went.
Arthur was up
The
at
dog
Partridgeberry.
Yeah. So I went driving around, and then I went one way. Well, I didn't know which way you went, so I went that way because most people go right. So
Yeah.
I went left.
Yeah.
And then I came back and I asked the lady on the side of the road if she'd seen a red car go by first,
Yeah.
or 3 dogs and a donkey, and she's like, "I'm in a zone here, walking."
Yeah. Oh yeah, I passed her too. Yeah.
The lady in the pink top.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
she's in a zone. I don't
Yeah.
even want to bother her.
Yeah. So then I turned around and I come back and I saw you.
Yeah.
And you said, Arthur's up in Partridgeberry in somebody's yard. So I'm like, okay.
The fence, okay, so Arthur went around the back of the Tanner or the Tilston barn and out that way. And now he knows how to get out there because I know
That's the
that
problem.
because when
Yeah, now you're in trouble.
when I passed Arthur, I'm like, all right, those people in Partridge, they like us now because we're Goldy's farm and they come down here all the time. They know Arthur. They'll be fine. He's not going to get in any trouble.
We might not get him back.
But the 3 Great Danes running down Linebrook Road, that's a priority for me right now. They could get hit by a car, they could,
Right.
so I left him up there. So then I go back up there, and who's up there but our construction guys?
Oh, well, I had my dog leash
And
in the
Nick.
car
And
in that big, huge
Oh, yeah.
field there.
Oh, you were up there.
So it was Nico's old leash, this big, thick thing I used to put around slip lead.
Penny, your dad.
So it was almost just barely fit over his big ears and everything.
Yeah.
Well, he walked with me a little bit, and then it stopped, and he didn't want to go this way, and I said, well, you're going to show me which way to go, and then he brought me up that path, and then along came the construction guys, then came Nick, and somebody else had bigger, longer leads.
Yeah.
But I'm like, well, if he
Yeah.
doesn't want to go
Well,
with me,
Partridgeberry went along with Arthur.
Yeah, they let the girls come over here all the time from Partridgeberry, so they know him. Yeah. But I didn't realize that Arthur had been visiting them at home.
No.
but the first guy on the street of Partridgeberry on the left was out, and I said, hey, have you seen a donkey? He goes, well, what?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So I said, okay, I'll keep driving.
Yeah, I don't even know if the parents know that the kids come down here.
Oh, they do. They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Well, at
do.
one point, the parents came down here, but then now the kids just seem to show
they,
up.
they actually they were communicating with us on Facebook
Oh, okay.
Messenger
Okay.
to make sure they weren't causing trouble. But the little girls are lovely.
Yeah, they're nice kids.
Yeah.
So if kids are showing up, you know what comes to mind?
What?
Circus.
Oh God. Oh God.
No, don't you dare repeat
No.
that.
Yeah, I'm just here for
I'm kidding. I'm
Oh,
kidding.
you're going to get banned so badly.
I said circus. No,
Yeah.
that's how, yeah.
Don't need any of that bad talk.
I had a circus in my barn in
Those
Groton.
cookies are.
I'm glad you keep that to
Put
yourself.
in trapeze ropes. Well,
Yeah,
not
the
trapeze,
frosted
but
melts in the
ropes.
rabbit.
Yeah, but you're a PE teacher.
No, I did this before
All right.
I was
Yeah,
7.
No.
Climbed up in the way top and put one and jump off and swing, and then I wanted another one so you could. Ron,
Go
Eli,
between.
Tarzan, you know how
Yeah.
they did it? Okay, well, my brother and I he couldn't get me the right timing for me
Yeah.
to catch it, so, but if I took a step ladder outside and stood on the top of it,
Give you enough
put him
momentum.
inside there, and we at the same time, then we developed the chicken fights, because we
Okay.
meet in the middle and try and knock the other one off the rope. But, you know, I learned how to do it with safety ropes later, and
Good to
when I
hear.
taught.
Okay.
We're going to a new nursing home tomorrow.
Well, why don't we,
She just called me. We have all these forms to fill out.
where,
It's in Haverhill,
okay.
and she wants bunnies.
She wants a bunny.
She wants bunnies, and I said I could bring bunnies and 2 dogs, 3
Okay.
dogs.
Are you going?
Mm-hmm. And you get the day off.
I get, what?
You get the day off.
Oh, good. Who's going with you? Anybody?
No, because there's not enough room in the car.
Oh, those bunnies take up quite a bit of space.
Yeah. So
Did you put them in a baby carriage?
I'm not going to. I said that I would go, but she needs to provide someone to help me carry the cage in.
You gonna take one bunny or 2 bunnies?
I'll take 2 bunnies.
2 bunnies.
Put them on the floor.
Yeah.
Entertain the crowd. I did it before by myself. It was a little tricky. I had to come home and take a nap.
But that was the day you got stuck in the elevator, though, wasn't it?
No, that was a different time.
Oh.
So
That's what I read about the donkeys.
I know I gotta go back out and feed.
That's what you wrote.
That's all I have to report. So tomorrow morning we're all organized. Oh, so I have to go to the registry tomorrow morning before. I hope it opens at 8. Going to the registry, and then feeding, and then going. I'm getting there at 10:30.
Okay.
So
And in the registry,
I have to get the title fixed on the Airstream.
That's really good. Yeah.
What?
That you can do it tomorrow morning.
No, well, it's a Hail Mary thing, but whatever. That's a whole another detail. But I have to go to the registry tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. To be the first person in line.
You better get there at 7:30 then.
No.
You know, you need to get there super early.
For the rest of us, that's 7:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's worse than the dump, you mean?
Yes. Much worse than the dump.
All right, you're in charge of her. I'm gonna go feed the animals, and then I'm gonna leave.
Well, nice to see you.
I can only take so much in one day.
Right.
So much excitement.
All right.
Okay.
Nice seeing you.
Take care.
Penny.
Good luck.
Penny, 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 Penny.
I'm gonna go home and see
Hey,
what's
come
going on
back
in
in
my neck of the woods.
Yeah. How long does it take you to get back there?
This morning it took 1 hour and 40 minutes to get from my house to Ipswich Country Club.
Really?
Really.
Crikey.
But it was, and that's probably better than usual because it's school vacation week and there were no
Yeah.
buses out.
Yeah.
And there really wasn't much traffic trying to even get down to 495. But I go 495 and then get off Mass Ave.
So you must be closer to the Vermont side of.
I am, Fitchburg,
Yes.
just north of that.
Right.
Go up 31 and then a little to the left.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it's before you get to Peterborough, before Mount
Yes.
Monadnock, before Keene,
Right.
35 minutes before Keene. It's just on the border.
Okay.
And you can go up 119.
Yes, because you have to come across Mass, though. That's where the problem is.
Yeah, I have to come down.
Yeah.
I come down into Mass, I follow 119, and then just get on 495,
Right.
and then go north, and
Things like that.
yep. You can get there from here, it just takes a bit.
In my getting lost today up there in that area, I ended up at the intersection where I got that black puppy from the guy who had 9 of them running loose.
Oh, was that Ziti?
Dee, yeah.
That Bella has.
Yeah.
She has done a very nice job.
She has done a good job.
Because she knows what the dog should do.
That's correct.
And she had George for how many years experience?
8 years.
There you go.
Yeah.
She's the best placed person.
And
So
that place
I
that
have
helped
offered
her
her-
too. It's
I have-
hard to lose your first dog, and
I know.
any dog that you're that close to.
I know.
I've offered her the use of the property for running daycare, dog training, or something like that. She and her mother are trying to figure something out.
Oh, good.
Canine good citizen,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. She's done a good job,
She has.
and it would be entertaining for the people on the camera.
That's right.
You know,
And another show.
another show, another opening, another show in Philly, Boston, or Baltimore. A chance for.
You're going to have to try and get Goldy's farm in there.
Hello, another opening of another show. I've forgotten the rest of it. 2 weeks and you wouldn't be worth. 1 week, will it ever be right? Then out of a blood, it's that first night. The overture is about to start. Get your fingers and hold your heart. It's curtain time and away you go. Another opening of another show. Yeah, I forgot what show it's from.
I don't know.
Well, you know the words.
Oh, she's good with that.
Yeah.
It's about people trying to put out a lot of dancing and stuff in it. It was
They're
just-
saying, "Go, Carlene!"
Go Carlene.
Your fans out there, go, Carlene!
You'll be taking requests next.
Somebody will tell us what show it is.
Yes, hurry up, come on now. Because we don't know. Well, haven't got it yet. Oh,
Okay, so what else is going on? So,
You do know that one of my dogs did end up in the Broadway show.
which one?
I don't know.
How about which dog?
Which dog? It was the
Let's
one that
start
was
with
with a lawyer.
Okay.
Yeah, who became a lawyer.
And was it a Dane?
Dane, oh yeah.
Ah, cool.
Yes. And whatever the show was, it was one where the dog had to wear a playing card which said A.
Oh, okay, the ace. Now, speaking of dogs and shows, you've probably seen all the ads and commercials for the dog, the movie with Bill Murray
With
and
the,
the Harlequin Dane
with the Harlequin Dane.
called The Friend. I'm waiting for it to come out on Netflix.
oh.
But it's the owner dies and this big great Harlequin Dane needs a home, and a friend takes the dog. And I've heard all of the reviews and different people writing in on it about Facebook, and I'm not watching it if the dog dies, and people have written the dog doesn't die. So what I believe is the
You know what shocks me is when you're going to spend money to make a movie, you want a dog you can replace, like a brown retriever. If you've got a Harlequin Dane and the dog gets sick or has diarrhea or whatever, you know,
they're taking a day off.
yeah, you got the day off. There's no.
This one has his ears
Ears
cropped,
done. I
and
see.
I've also seen him on. He's making the night show circuit,
Yeah,
the talk show night show.
yeah.
I've seen him, and I saw a trainer bring him across and bring him to the actress that he worked with mostly,
Yeah.
and then she was off camera. But he's worked very well with her.
Yeah.
Yep. So, Beth Taylor says it was Kiss Me Kate.
There you go.
There you are.
All right,
Okay.
ask
That
and
can be.
you will find out.
Yes. That's us sorted now. All in order.
I saw that show.
Yes?
We used to sleep on the sidewalk
Mm-hmm.
because they used to sell the standing room only. They used to sell those the day of the performance. And so there were a whole bunch of college-y types that we slept on the sidewalk to be the first to get et cetera. So
Mm-hmm.
there were a lot of the show. That's how I got to see the show.
So these
They were all
shows-
sold out.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's worth it though,
It
isn't
was
it?
fun. Yes. It was
People stand in line for all kinds of things,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
especially at Christmas.
Post offices, banks, sorry,
Then Elmos. Were you here when the Elmos? Do you know what a Tickle Me
No.
Elmo was?
Oh yes.
It became the in toy for Christmas.
Oh, I
The
remember
red-
that.
Yeah. And
Yes.
you couldn't get them, so that made them more valuable. Elmo is a Sesame Street character. And it
Oh.
was a stuffed Elmo, red, and when you squeezed them,
Yes.
you giggled. So it was a Tickle Me Elmo thing. But
And it said something as well.
it was on a loop. or
Because we
something.
had one.
You had one.
Oh yeah, we had one, and it was so irritating. So
Yeah.
there, anyway, it was irritating. But yes, in great demand.
Okay. And I wonder if was there an off button?
No, there was not an
No.
off button, but you took the batteries out.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, and then you traumatized your child by opening the flap in the back, taking a screwdriver to it, and taking the batteries out. There you go.
Take out the guts.
Yeah, exactly. That's one way to
But more
traumatize them
kids-
for life.
Yeah. But more kids needed to learn to go fishing. Then they wouldn't be
Yes.
traumatized by.
I know, life.
Correct. When you grow up on a farm, that's what you get.
Yeah, exactly.
They're either coming or going.
Yeah.
And as my mother says, her famous words of wisdom, nobody's getting out of here alive,
No.
That's true.
but we just keep going every day. That's all you can do. And none of us know. Gosh, you never know. I might not make it home. Who knows? You don't know. So, I'm going to say goodbye.
Well, we're going to say goodbye as well.
Oh,
Because we've done all the questions.
Okay, no more questions?
Oh, the dog was Erica and Asher, and they were on Broadway.
There you go, Erica and Asher.
ah, they know.
Yeah.
All right, show tune that has a goodbye song.
Who?
A show tune or a musical that has a goodbye song.
Goodbye.
Do you know the answer?
Yeah, I do,
Wait a minute.
but I'm not going to sing it.
No, well, yeah.
But I could hum it.
Not for everybody's ears.
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh, I know.
dun,
Yeah,
dun,
that's
dun,
that sound of music.
correct. Dun, 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 dun. Au revoir.
Yes. Night, night.